Hey everybody! On this episode of Gaming and Collecting, me and Alex are going to be talking about the recently released Superman film directed by James Gunn, giving our thoughts and basically just discussing. Forewarning, this is going to be a spoiler-heavy episode, so if you've not seen the movie, I would not recommend listening to it until after you have seen the film. But anyways, guys, on with the episode.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. This is an O'Reilly Auto Parts commercial. Bill,
No,
do you
it's
have a
not. We
car?
are not sponsored.
Bill, do you have a car? Oh, yes, you do. Time to go to O'Reilly. So loud. Oh my god. That like blasted in my ear.
So how you been?
Good. Did I tell the podcast about how I got my new exercise bike? Yes, I did, because I told the story about how you built it.
Did you?
I didn't. No,
No,
I
we
didn't. All right, well, story time. I got a new exercise bike and I made Bill build it. And then every time I messed something up, Bill said, "Go away," and I had to go sit and cry in the corner.
Well, it was one of those stupid designs where it's like, you have to get a cord through this tube. And how we're going to do that is you have to tie said tube, said cord to this piece of string and then pull it through the tube. And as I'm reading the instructions, I look up and Alex is pulling the string out of the tube. And I'm just like, what are you, like?
It wasn't, the thing is that, like, I wasn't even consciously doing it. I just do that with my hands. Like, that's why I have stress balls during the podcast, because I need to be fidgeting with something. I must have ADHD. I don't know. I have something. There's something wrong with me.
I'm pretty sure we all have a little ADHD at times.
I definitely feel like I've gotten worse in time. But yeah, so I was fidgeting with it. Bill had Bill's face when he was like, "Did you just do it?" I think he just, and I was like, "No, no," and I totally did.
I say this as I was reading the instructions out loud.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention because I was assuming you were building it for me. But we did get it through. We tied together 2 drain snakes to then weave it through. And then, so I was looking at and then I was trying to fix the seat, and it took me like 50 minutes to figure out how the thing worked. And I had to watch a bunch of videos, but I did watch a video where a guy said he also could not get the cord tucked in, like on the spot behind the screen, like where we were. So I didn't feel as bad about that, because he like had 6 bikes he'd built. So he was a professional in my mind, and he couldn't do it. So I felt better about us not being able to do it.
Fair.
But yeah, I have an exercise bike. It's really fun. The bike rides like really kick my butt and really hard, and I feel like I'm gonna die after. But I did 2 today. I did 2 yesterday. I did 2 shorter ones today, which were fun. But it's really funny because all the trainers are like people who like used to like bike professionally, or like some sort of Olympians, which is cool. But they're like, a lot of times they're like, "You must hate me right now." And in the middle of the background, I'm like, "Yes, I do. Go fuck yourself. Why are you making me do this?" But they're not. I'm doing this to myself. But I've been really enjoying it. Yeah. That's my story. And thank you guys so much for listening to the Gaming and Collecting podcast. The gaming.
Anyways,
for you to mute me. I was waiting for you to mute me.
Of course you were. Yeah.
I just like timing it in my head. What have you been up to? Tell me your life story.
Besides working at a hellhole.
Is everyone back now?
Yeah. Yeah.
You sound thrilled.
It's the same shit every week, but
same
I'm not going to talk.
Different sandwich.
Same toilet, different shit. Anyways, I don't want to talk about work, but I've been watching anime. Pocket Theory Diaries is almost done.
Oh,
Um,
is the last episode coming out this weekend?
I hope so. Unless it
Damn
gets
it.
delayed. It
Because I
shouldn't be
really
though.
want to finish that. I've
Yeah,
kind of
because
been waiting. I
the
kind of
end
just want to wait to watch the last four.
the ending is all over the place, but it should be this weekend. Also, the first episode of Sakamoto Days Part Two came out, so I watched that.
Nice.
It's just more Sakamoto Days, which is fine.
That
And
one
then my
I'm probably going to wait to binge.
yeah, it's a little bit longer than the first part, but it shouldn't. It's not like a 26, right? I think it's like 13 episodes.
Oh, it's just one
So
episode. Oh, the first part was only like 12,
11,
right? Or 10?
11.
Yeah, 11. Yeah.
Um, yeah, I've been started that, and then my current project is I've started watching My Hero Academia.
Oh, yeah! And you hate Bakugo.
He's an annoying little. I mean, to be fair, most of the characters in the first season kind of suck.
Alright, who else sucks?
I mean, no
Who's
one sucks as much as Bakugo, but like they're all kind of annoying. Like it's like okay,
who's your favorite so far?
I like the frog.
You like
She's
Frog?
just she
Yeah.
just exists. And
She
it's,
is pretty. What do you think of Aizawa?
who's that one?
That's the teacher.
He's
tired teacher.
he's kind of a shithead, but like a fun shithead.
See, the thing is like you'll actually really like the reason why he's a shithead later on.
I don't dislike him. I find him amusing.
Yes.
I like the girl that like can create.
You'll like him
shit.
even more then. Oh,
Okay.
Momo, yeah.
Yeah, just because I like her whole demeanor of like they do the whole class vote rep thing, and then like Midoriya wins it, and then he just gives it away to like the guy with like rocket boosters in his legs.
Yeah, but like who's gonna be the best class president?
Yeah, no, but
out of all of them?
I love the fact though that after the whole vote thing, she's like, I got more votes. Like she's very mad about it.
Yep.
Um,
Well, because it's like it means something. If like you're the class president, it like helps with their hero career somehow. But
hmm.
it never really gets brought up again after they vote. But whatever.
Yeah, but
Who's
I also
how
like
far did you get up to? By the
I
way,
finished season 1 and I watched like the first episode of season 2.
did you get to the sports festival in season 1?
It's the start of season 2.
Oh, okay. You haven't. Have you met Shinzo yet?
I don't know who that is. Describe.
He has purple hair.
Probably not.
Okay.
No, I saw the big climax to season 1 with the fight at their like weird like thing they were doing.
Oh, the training with All Might.
Yeah, and All Might's like progressively losing more and more power.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that. That was fine. I like the anti-gravity girl who throws up all the time. That's fun. Yeah, the only one I really don't like is Bakugo. And I get they're building up to something, but like what little backstory they've given so far, I'm like, I don't care. You're just a piece of shit.
No, in the beginning, I will say, because even like when you first meet All Might's first interaction with Midoriya, a lot of people don't like how All Might is. Like he's just like, give it up, kid. Bye.
I mean, yeah, but he's being realistic at least. Bakugo's just a fucking asshole for no reason.
He is, but also think about it. He just left him on a fucking roof.
Well, I didn't mind that. I was like, yeah, whatever. Midoriya will figure it out. He seems to be smart enough. Yeah, I don't know. I'm enjoying it so far.
I think you're also forgetting the whole. All Might didn't know this when he left him on the roof, but someone did tell him to like take a swan dive and kill himself. So
yeah,
kind of that.
About that. That was the moment where I was like, yeah, Bakugo kind of sucks.
Yeah, but the thing is too is you also have to understand is that part of Bakugo's character is he's kind of a product of society, where like everyone's just praising him because he has a really strong quirk. So he just grew up like kind of becoming a shithead because everyone made him be a shithead. He still sucks though, I agree. But part of it is
I do enjoy the fact
society.
that once he gets into the school, he realizes real fast he isn't that special.
Yep. Which starts his character growth arc, but it takes a bit.
He's still just such a dick.
It's gonna take a while, Bill.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna like him anytime soon.
It's gonna take a while.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that sports festival at the start of season 2. It was kind of slow. the little bit I've seen of it so far.
Okay. Are you have you gone to the first round of the sports festival?
I think so. I got like 2 episodes in.
Is it the real have they started a race?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. They're not in teams or anything. It's a free for all right now.
I don't think so. I think it was a free for all. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think you've gotten very far in the sports festival yet then.
Well, it's kind
Yeah.
of season 1 was very quick. This one is starting off a little slow. But I've heard from people that My Hero Academia is all over the place in terms of pacing.
Yes, completely agree. It's very much some people love the sports festival, some people hate the sports festival arc. It's very all over the place in terms of the fan base. Uh but I say like the honestly like it's the arc at the end of it of season 2 which is the really cool part. Uh ba- Basically I'm just going to say it starts with summer camp and then it gets cool. And we'll
Okay.
leave it at that. Um
I do love whenever they spotlight a character. They're always like, character name, their power is, and it's just like. But I love when they get to the frog girl. They're like, her power is frog.
Frog. Well,
Just
Bill, there's literally a background character who's like a Windex bottle.
yeah, I've noticed some of them are like what I do like the random like. There's that random trio of heroes, and like the one female one always takes the credit all the time, and the 2 other guys like we did everything.
Is it the giant lady?
Yeah, her.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it's her, the wood guy, and then the other one.
Yeah. No, they come back a couple times, quite a few times, which is fun. Yeah, no, there's definitely going to be ups and downs. I also forgot too. There's the internship arc, which that one will be exciting because you meet one of the best one of my favorite characters, Gran Torino. He's fun. I think you'll like see. Yeah, I remember. I feel like the sports festival always goes a little slow for me too. Honestly, when I go back and rewatch My Hero Academia, I skip from the beginning to the sports festival and I just go right into the internship arc and then I just go from there. So the arc right after the sports festival is usually where I start to rewatch.
Okay. I mean, season 1 was pretty good, so.
No, it's not that I don't like season 1, it's just that like compared to later on when it gets more actiony, season 1's kind of boring. Oh, but also you should probably re-watch the movie in between. I can tell you where to watch the movies in between. Some of them might be refresher, but they're not canon, but they do have places in the anime.
So they're like the Inuyasha movies where they're not canon to the manga, but you can make arguments about the anime.
Yes, that's kind of it. So
also eat my hair.
Eat this.
But yeah, that's my current project. I'll probably get through it in the next month or so because I'm only really watching it on the weekends. I broke the seal though, so now I can start. That's like the hardest part of starting an anime is just ripping off the
just
Band-Aid.
getting started. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because you'll see something, you'll be like, I want to watch that, and then you're like, it's long. Like anytime it's over 100 episodes, I'm like, yeah.
But I think you're watching a good. Well, JoJo's. I said you should watch JoJo's, but I understand your argument of watching My Hero Academia because the new season is coming out. But then you got to watch JoJo's as your next big one.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I finished rewatching season 2 of Fire Force, and then I finished season 3 of Fire Force, and I would have to say rewatching season 2 of Fireworks, I enjoyed it a lot more. So I don't know if it was just the COVID blues that were making me not as happy about it. But I watched season 3 and it kind of gave me the same feeling. So maybe I just have to rewatch season 3 in a year and I'll like it.
Maybe.
Maybe. Because I really like season 2. Like there was a lot of funny moments that I like forgot about or just like kind of blanked out because I was just kind of over it. But then I jumped into season 3 and I was like, it's fine. It was fine. There's moments, but it was fine. The ending got really trippy, which I wasn't expecting, but it was only 13 too. So now I need to find something else to watch. I gotta finish Windbreaker. I think that one's done, and then hopefully Apothecary Diaries. And then I was thinking, well, the new Pantheon Stalking is out, or at least like the first episode, so I might check that out. But yeah, I don't know what to watch next. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to watch next. Bill, what should I watch next?
Original Dragon Ball.
No, I'm not watching that. No, I watched my one Dragon Ball. Well, two. I watched 2 Dragon Balls, and that's it. No more this year.
Okay, fine. Next year.
No. If you guys assign me that homework, I quit. I will quit the podcast. I'm not watching original Dragon Ball anytime soon. Give it like 5 years, and then maybe.
Anyways.
Oh, Bill.
What?
Bill.
What?
What are you thinking? What are you thinking, Bill? Just kidding. What are you drinking? What are you drinking?
The same thing I drink every week.
Describe it. What is the name of it?
It's
for the new viewers, listeners.
The ones we haven't scared away. We answered your goddamn bean question last night, by the way. It wasn't even the strangest question. I will say that.
Well, wait, who's number 1 on the tier list?
I don't even remember.
It better have been Bush's.
Anyways, but no, I'm drinking a Franny's very vanilla cream soda, caffeinated, sparkling. Alex climbs shelves for these things.
They're good.
I'm aware. Let's see. There are 3 servings per bottle. That's your fact.
Wow. That's amazing.
Give me your
Bill, on a scale of 1 to 20, how addicted to Franny's are you? With 1 being not addicted at all and 20 being, I would climb a shelf for it.
Probably I'd say like an 8. Like I
An
enjoy
8?
them. I enjoy them, but I'm not climbing
You
a
drink
shelf.
them every time we podcast.
Because they're big bottles and they last long.
Aren't you gonna ask me what? Oh,
I haven't climbed a shelf.
Yet.
Anyways, so what are you drinking? And then give me your damn cookbook.
I'm drinking a Franny's in my sippy cup.
Because she can't be trusted with a bottle.
Shut up. No, I like to portion it. I like to savor my drinks and have them for like 2 days where I can have a drink and then another drink. But I have the grapefruit. I think it's like palm something grapefruit, but it's good. I like it. Sometimes I like to have the citrusy ones. But anyways, what you guys are really here for?
Oh, yeah.
Bill, today's recipe is tropical cheese ball.
Ugh. Tropical and cheese ball don't go together.
That's why I picked it. All right, Bill. It consists of 1 8 1/4-ounce can of crushed pineapple drained.
I'm already disgusted.
2 cups of shredded Kraft cheese, sharp cheddar.
No.
A half cup of pecans, chopped.
It doesn't matter what you add. The first thing already ruins this.
A 4th cup of dried apricots.
I don't want to eat fruity cheese. That is
1
gross.
teaspoon of chopped crystallized ginger.
Sure.
And lastly, 1 8-ounce package of Philadelphia
That
cream
sounds
cheese.
repulsive.
All right. If you want to make this, here's what you do. Combine softened cream cheese and pineapple. Mix it blended. Add the remaining ingredients.
It's done.
Mix well. Chill.
Over.
Shape into a ball. Slightly flatten tops. Garnish with coconut if desired. Serve with assorted crackers. Yummy! Bill, would you eat the tropical cheese ball?
The fact that it starts The fact that it starts with pineapple ruins that immediately. What you
Well,
cheat? I don't want to eat.
technically it starts with the package of cream cheese, but I saved it for the end because I think it's
Uh,
funnier.
uh,
But
Either
yeah.
way,
Well,
those
it goes cream cheese, pineapple, cheddar cheese.
that's just that is an awful combination.
That
That
yeah,
is
that doesn't
disgusting.
sound. And I know
I
you can mix like different flavors, but I don't know something
fruity
about.
cheese. I mean, yeah, I get
Ugh.
I get like you can get like those fruit and cheese platters, but I don't
Well,
want it
like
mixed
great, but it's also
together.
like it's different kind of tone, like tones of
Pineapple,
cheese.
that's
Like
aggressive.
pineapple's not what I would put with cheese. Like grapes and cheese were great because it's like wine and cheese. And like I feel like even too, like maybe like a strawberry might not be that bad. But you know why those work? Because they have more of like a bitter. Where pineapple, I feel like is like I don't know. I don't think that
I
would
mean,
work well.
I don't like pineapple alone in general most times. I mean, it's like I don't even really like pineapple. I don't think I like pineapple basically period. So yeah, that's a no from me.
See, and I like pineapple, and I'm also kind of like, I'm good.
Yeah. But that was probably the most repulsive one you've given so far.
I don't know, Bill. I've given. They've all been kind of gross.
The other ones I could stomach. That one, if you made it, I would just not eat it. Like I would
I
refuse.
guess what I'm making this weekend.
No, you're not, because we're going to a
Drop
con.
a. Yeah, Connecticut cosplay's
Uh,
done.
I
Did
can't
you?
believe they posted the deodorant thing.
That was just some random person. So for
It
Kineticon,
doesn't matter.
they
Someone
have a
acknowledged it.
they have a Facebook group.
And it is a
That's
fucking shit show.
oh yeah, it's just people asking random questions. During the badge debacle, I had checked in frequently because I wanted to know if I almost threw up. If anyone else had received their badge. Um sorry. It just happens to me sometimes. So I checked in a lot, but now I just check in for the laughs. And yes, someone posted today that remember it's gonna be hot. Put on some deodorant and please shower.
Or and the best part is like if you look through the comments on that, it's like a mixture of there's the people that are like, fuck yeah, this guy understands. And then you get like the pessimists who are like, it ain't gonna stop anybody. Like
Did you see? And then there's like this guy who like keeps posting like these rhymes with like a ball pit in them at some point. Like he just
well,
posts
because
something with like a ball pit.
they're referencing DashCon.
Well, did you know there's a DashCon 2?
Wait, wait.
They reignited DashCon.
They're if it's the same promoters, like if it's different people doing it, ironically, maybe. If it's the same people, they ain't. No one's gonna fucking fall.
It
For
was
that
literally
again.
on July 5th. We missed it.
Oh, did it? Wait, it actually happened.
Yeah, apparently it was a good success.
It was probably a parody. It probably wasn't the actual because the people who did DashCon, they tried to do it again. And people found them out immediately and started demanding their money from DashCon, so they disappeared again.
Oh shit. Who are
Yeah.
we? DashCon is a one-day fan. DashCon 2 is a one-day fan convention in Toronto, Canada, celebrating artist fandom and internet history. Have a blast in the ball pit.
Yeah, that's
on
100.
Dashcon's grave.
That is 100% ironic. That is not the actual promoters coming back.
I feel like it probably wasn't, but I do find it hilarious that they had a
Yeah,
DashCon 2 and apparently
that's
it went
different.
pretty well. So
Yeah, because it was probably put on by people who knew what they were doing and they did it as a joke, and people went along with the joke. Like
yeah.
DashCon 1 was people that actually thought they were doing something good.
Yes.
Yeah, that was. My favorite one though, out of the people on the Kineticon board, was the people that are like, "Do they accept cash?" I'm just like sitting there going like, "With the Wi-Fi in there, I hope so." Because
Yeah. I mean, I guess like thinking about it, it may be a concern. Like, a lot of people don't accept cash anymore because
well, here's the
everything's so
thing: the
card now.
state, I
But
believe, the state of Connecticut has laws against that where they have to offer.
yeah. And it's
Is that,
also like at a convention too, like most likely they're gonna plan to have cash. Some of those people don't even have for the very small vendors, they might not even have a card reader. So
well, yeah, that's the thing because apparently they tried to go cashless like in the past and it got shot down by the state.
yeah.
Um, but also like I saw like so many people commented in there, like vendors being like, yeah, the Wi-Fi is pretty shit in that convention center. There's a good chance getting transactions won't be happening, so you might want to bring cash. Just
Yeah. I mean, I've never had an issue. Like every time I've bought something, I've never had an issue, but you never know. I feel like it's always not a bad idea. But to me, if I can't buy something, it's the sign that I don't need it.
yeah,
I don't need it. And that's why I'm going to take it.
you'd be amazed how much like the vendors will like smile when you pull out cash because they're like, oh, thank God I don't have to deal with this shit.
Yeah. Well, also I
um,
think you don't have to
well, you get
you don't have to
taxed
pay,
too.
yeah, you don't get the taxes with the cash, which is nice.
They also sometimes cut you a deal, like they'll take a little off because you're paying in cash. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm looking forward to that. We'll do an episode the following week on
Yes.
our Kineticon experience.
And then Pickle Festival! Let's go!
Oh
I'm gonna
boy,
laugh when it sucks.
yeah, yeah.
I'm
You're gonna
so
let
excited. We're not. We're gonna go there with the mindset of we're eating pickles. Let's go! Pickle ice cream, pickle pizza. Let's
that might be
eat
okay.
all the pickles.
But yeah. So, anyways, we do have a topic for this episode. We went to the movies over the weekend.
Let's watch a Disney Channel movie.
No, let's not. Let's watch a good movie instead.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, we did. And I must say, the most crowded I've seen a movie theater in like years.
the
Uh
last time I went to a theater that packed was when I went to see. It's bad that I can't remember off the top of my head.
well, for me it was Wicked. But I
Yeah,
didn't
I didn't
see
know.
it
I just
at
didn't know.
that theater. I didn't see it. I saw it actually at the theater in the casino, the
Hmm.
MGM in Springfield. So I couldn't really tell. It was a very packed theater, but the parking lot I couldn't really say, oh, it's all for the movies because it was also a casino. But yeah, parking lot was hella crowded.
Hmm.
And our theater was packed.
Yeah, I'm looking at like recent films we've seen in theater, and ironically, I can't remember the last one I went to a theater to see. Because I mean,
It
Dragon
was.
Ball Superhero was okay, but it wasn't that bad.
I think we Dragon number 8 was the last thing we saw in
Well,
theaters.
I'm trying to think back to like the theater actually being crowded.
Oh, I yeah, I don't know. I don't think we really have. I mean, for me, it was Wicked, but that was because we saw it pretty early.
You
Or
saw
at
it.
least
I
mom,
did not.
mom and I saw it pretty early.
I think it was Infinity War because I think that was the last like really big movie I went to.
Yeah.
Because I never saw Endgame in theaters. I saw Endgame on Blu-ray like the year
Mm,
after because it came. It was right around COVID. It was a
mm.
bit of a shit show, as they say. Huh. Yeah. So there's that. But yeah, that was a very crowded. I wouldn't say very crowded because it wasn't like insane, but it was enough that it got
That was
hot in
the
there.
that was the most packed I've seen that parking lot. And yeah, it definitely did get toasty in there. Also, I realized halfway through the movie that the seats we were in had butt heaters and my butt heater was on. So I don't know who wanted a warm toasty butt in the middle of summer, but fuck you.
Oh, I wonder if
So
mine
that
was on too.
yeah, that might have been. I also do think though after I turned the heat off, it still felt pretty hot in there, so I don't
Well,
think it was
because there
making
was
much.
for those who didn't read the title,
Oh
we're
yeah,
talking
we
about
didn't talk about the
we're talking about Superman. I put a spoiler warning at the start, but we are going to spoil this movie. So if you got this far and you haven't seen it yet, stop now, go watch
stop
the
now.
movie, and then come
But
back and finish.
yes, yes, yes. Definitely come back and finish. And like if you're gonna miss it, like you're gonna miss when the movie's in the theaters, just listen to it. But like turn the volume down, but give us the play.
Yeah.
And then come back.
Yeah. But yeah, so we went to go see the new Superman film.
Yes.
Superman originally titled Superman Legacy before they dropped the legacy and just called it Superman. Uh the
Yes.
first film in the new DC universe because they gave
With
up on the
James Gunn.
Yep, they gave up on the Snyderverse because it was kind of a clusterfuck.
Mm.
Um I, you know, I'm gonna say right from the start, I really like this movie.
I think it was a good start to the new universe.
It was the best Superman movie released in our lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure. Definitely better than Man of Steel. Definitely better than Superman Returns. It's already made its money back too, which I just noticed, which is
Yeah,
unsurprising.
I saw that.
Written and directed by James Gunn, coming over from Marvel because Marvel dropped the ball there.
Yeah, well,
Um,
Disney.
well, yeah, Disney dropped the ball
Disney.
there. Yeah, and
Like they're doing everything.
he's now basically the crafter of this new DC universe. And boy, did he understand the homework, the assignment, because this was the most fun I think I've had going to a superhero movie since Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah, or like Guardians, which makes
Guardians.
sense in
Yep.
terms of James Gunn.
Still haven't seen Guardians 3 now that I think about it, but
I never have either. I don't know. I think it's because, like, honestly, after Infinity War,
Endgame.
after Endgame, I was just kind of like, I'm good. Like, I had seen so many. I think it's because we saw so many with the build up to that, and it was cool, and it was like this whole. And to me, it kind of felt like an ending. Like it was. It kind of to me, it was my ending for Marvel for the time being, and I
Ironically,
haven't really watched since.
the only two Marvel movies that I've seen since are the two that are essentially just like pandering, nostalgia hugging movies, which to be fair are great films, but they're very clearly hugging nostalgia. That is the Spider-Man Far From Home, I think, or No Way Home, whichever one, the one
Yeah,
that has Toby and
the
Andrew
third
Garfield in it.
one.
Fourth.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Um same.
I've only seen the first. I haven't seen any of the other, which I liked.
Maybe it is the third.
I'm marveled out.
I have no idea.
I'm
I lost
marveled
track.
out.
I only watched that movie because I wanted to see Toby Maguire again. God damn it.
Yeah.
Good movie though, I will say. And then I saw Deadpool and Wolverine because I wanted to see Hugh Jackman in the yellow spandex.
Oh yeah, I never watched that. I do gotta watch that because I feel like I know it's part of Marvel, but to me it's separate. It's kind of its own little in the corner.
You watch it because so you can see Hugh Jackman have his final like really awesome role as Wolverine, and then go off
Yeah.
into the sunset.
Yeah, I'll add it to my list. But yeah, for me, I just haven't really had an interest in seeing a superhero movie. And to be honest, if you didn't buy the tickets, I probably wouldn't have gone to see it, which is sad because like I did really enjoy the movie. So I'm glad that you said we're gonna go see it, and I said cool. So I'm glad I did.
I didn't say we're gonna go see it. I asked, would you like to see it, and you said sure.
Well, yeah.
So.
I mean, like, I wasn't gonna say like, no, go by yourself. You know, I would have because I drag you to my shitty anime movies.
To be fair, I was gonna see that movie regardless. I asked if you wanted to go, and you said yes. If you had said no, I still would have gone.
Well, yeah, but I didn't want you to go by yourself. So I mean, like, it's not like I didn't want to go. It's just like if you hadn't have asked me, I wouldn't have gone by myself to go see it. I wouldn't have been in your seat where I would have gone regardless. I would have just been like, I'm good. You know.
That's fair. I mean, I'm a huge Superman fan, so that's why I wanted to go see it because I said it.
Wait, I thought you were a Batman fan.
And Batman's fine, but I like Superman. I'm a Superman and I'm a Flash fan. Like those are my two that I grew up with.
Flasher, how dare you?
Anyways, and yeah, I wanted to see.
I'm annoying.
I wanted to see a good Superman movie before I died,
and you didn't. That's so sad. No.
Yeah, I've been dead since like the 90s.
Who are you?
Anyways, yeah, so we're not going to do a full-on like note by note recap. We're kind of just going to go over moments that we had seen from the film that we liked. Like right off the bat, the fact that it's not an origin story was refreshing because I'm really tired of those.
Well, and I feel like too at this point, I think we've like I think most people know Superman. I feel like even as someone who isn't a big superhero fan anymore, like for me, I knew that like he was from a different planet and he like came to the planet as a baby and he was raised by some farmers and then like went to the city to be a news reporter in Superman. That's
Yeah.
that's the origin. I'm like, I don't think we needed any more. So I agree. I thought it was nice. We didn't have to see the origin because we've seen it. We don't need to see it again.
I
Focus on the new
also
shit.
I also really like the way they start the movie, where it's kind of like this whole note, like it's like this brief little introduction thing, and then it's like, oh yeah, by the way, Superman just lost, and it just cuts
Yeah.
to him
No,
like
yeah. I
knocked
wasn't
out.
expecting them to be like, and he just lost his fight.
Hmm. Uh, and then we got introduced to Crypto, making his first live action film
Crypto
appearance.
stole the show.
Did you
Whoever
see
the
the?
dog who played Crypto is, give that dog all the treats and pets and love.
Did you see like a bunch of like shelters were getting like people were adopting dogs like left and right after the movie?
Oh, that's awesome.
Let's hope it's not. It doesn't end up like COVID. Just gonna say, but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna delve into that one. But that was nice to see. Um,
Did you
I
do
did
that?
enjoy. Yes, we all stop it. Um, yeah, so we saw that opening part. Get a bit of the Fortress of Solitude and just some
Yeah,
general.
I've never seen the Fortress of Solitude, but I thought it was really pretty how they made it.
It was an interesting take on it, where it like kind of grows out of the ice. Sometimes it's just always there. Other times it's like underground.
I like the fact that it could like grow in and out of the ice. I thought that was cool.
I liked his snarky robots inside. They're
Are the snarky robots always there, or were they new to this film?
he has robots, Kryptonian robots. Usually, they weren't like those ones. These were new for the film, but it was a variation of what they usually have.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, we got that. We got a bit of like they did enough setting up to like establish like what the backstory is, but not have to delve into it.
Mm-hmm.
And then what I really liked is we cut back to his regular life, like in the city, like working at the Daily Planet,
Mm-hmm.
and we get a very interesting dynamic now where the movie is kind of cutting out a lot of the early bullshit that happens with Superman, where it by the point where this film takes place, like he's already like in a relationship with Lois. She already
Yep.
knows who he is. We don't have any of the bullshit. She can't tell who Superman is because
Yeah.
my God, that gets really obnoxious nowadays. Like,
Yeah.
because that's kind of the joke. She's one of the greatest reporters ever, but she can't tell the dude with glasses is Superman.
But don't they say like the glasses are the glasses are some sort of like mirage or something, mind trickery? Or was
Yeah.
that new to this movie?
It depends on the writer. It really they sometimes they say like the lenses dull his eyes so you can't tell the bright blues. Sometimes people do. To be fair though, I did see a story that Henry Cavill, like the previous Superman actor, he had done like a stunt where he put on glasses and just kind of stood around in like a city to see if anyone noticed him, and nobody could recognize him. So hey,
It works. Sometimes things they can change your appearance, because I know for me personally, whenever I straighten my hair, people always do a double take because I never have it straight, and then I do look different with it straight. So, you know, appearances can be different when you change minor things.
Speaking of actors, though, I want to talk about the actor for Superman, David Corin Sweat. I really liked him as Superman.
I really liked all of the cast in this movie. It was very refreshing to get a full, just a bunch of people you didn't know, which also made. Sorry, I didn't have time to mute it. It just kind of happened. Sorry you had to hear that podcast. It actually made me excited because they actually just announced who the Zelda movie actors and actresses are, and it again is all new no name actors.
The reaction that I saw for the Zelda movie actors was everyone's like, "Who?" And I was like, "Good, they're unknowns."
No, but honestly, like it's probably gonna do way fucking better with these unknown people who are gonna put their heart into it versus.
We'll see on that, because it's a series where the story is very minimal, so I'm curious how they'll do it. But we'll talk about Zelda another time.
Yeah,
probably when it comes out.
Yeah, no, but I thought that I do appreciate that. I feel like there is a shift that's coming in the industry where we're hopefully shifting away from just celebrity cameos everywhere and instead just focusing on who really is the right talent for something.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
I
because
think that the casting here was spot on for all of them.
a lot of the actors do have decent like filmographies by this point, but for the most part, a lot of them this is like their big major debut.
Yeah.
Because like obviously David Cornsweet is Clark Kent Superman,
Hmm.
really good at the role. I liked his portrayal. I liked the way he played Clark as opposed to Superman. Um, Rachel Brosnan
Hmm.
Nahan as Lois Lane,
Yep.
very good. I loved the scene in the start where they have their little date, I guess you can call it.
Hmm.
And they try to do like an interview because the whole joke is Clark does his own interviews all the time.
Yeah.
Which is kind of sketchy when you think about it.
Yeah.
Um, so they try to do an interview, and of course, it ends up leading to them getting into an argument. And I like the fact that they're like, oh wow, they actually are having a realistic like conversation, and it's not like a
Yeah.
perfect relationship like a lot of
I
these
thought
films do.
that was very refreshing. Especially because like I feel like nowadays like relationships aren't perfect, and for a lot of people there might like this is normal, and like the idea of like there's never an argument, there's never a fight in a relationship is just dumb. So I'm glad to see that the media is it's normal. Like
Hmm.
you fight with your family, you fight with your partners, you fight with your friends. It's just gonna happen. Like at one point, like
Well,
but
yeah, because it.
it's the making up after.
Hmm.
That's what really matters.
Well, it was a very believable like conversation. I was like, okay, they're actually like having development and character here.
Mm,
I also have to say like nothing. So I'm gonna compare to Man of Steel a lot. Nothing again. Like Henry Cavill, I really like the Superman, but unfortunately, I don't think he would have worked in this movie per se. Um, Amy Adams is Lois Lane in Man of Steel. She did fine. My biggest problem with her was that she doesn't look anything like Lois Lane, so it was
mm,
just a weird casting choice.
yeah.
Rachel Brosnahan actually like looks a lot like the character and like really fits the look.
Hmm.
Um, and then the other major character in this film, Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor.
I thought he was great. He
He's a
portrayed evil villain, but also like narcissistic and like envious and jealous
Lex
genius so
Lex
well.
Lex Luthor.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
he fully embraced and embodied the character, which I feel like we haven't seen very often recently. And it was so nice. Like he was into his role.
Oh yeah, like he just played a fucking bastard. And it was
Yeah,
like you loved him. You loved him because you hated him. Like he was
yeah,
such an up you're like, this guy's a piece of shit. But it's like that's Lex Luthor.
yeah,
Because I could not stand Jesse Eisenberg in Batman versus Superman. I swear to God, he was trying to play the fucking Joker the entire time.
oh,
It wasn't good. He also had like long curly hair, which was just a weird choice. Which Lex does have occasionally in the comics, but his iconic bald look is the way to go. I liked his random girlfriend that was just taking selfies the whole time. She's an important
yeah.
character.
And then yeah, like she ends up being a really important character, which is really funny.
Apparently, James Gunn did his research. Not her, but a bunch of his like henchmen there are actual characters from the comics too,
That's pretty
like
neat.
that haven't been mentioned in fucking decades. But like the
Yeah.
fact that he brought them up was cool. Yeah, I liked him a lot. And then we have to talk about the other stars of the show. We had our
Mhm.
three other heroes, and usually these movies, when they try to incorporate too many heroes into one movie, they tend to over saturate the film, and it kind of becomes a bit of a mess.
Mhm.
The way I kind of like I liked it was they had additional heroes, but they were all very kind of to the background. Like they played big parts, but like they weren't they didn't steal the show. We
Yeah.
had we had a I don't I'm gonna might butcher this. We had Eddie Gathegi as Mr. Terrific.
He also played one of the vampires in Twilight.
Sure
The
did.
one with the dreadlocks.
he
And I
also
didn't make the connection until after the movie, which I mean, great because like he was very much into the character. He was my favorite of the. Well, actually, I liked all of them, but he was great.
he also played a character in X-Men First Class, and it was like he said his main goal in this movie was to make up for that performance because he got shafted in that movie.
Mm.
He gets killed off like after like 2 seconds in that movie. It's stupid.
Mm.
Um, yeah, Mr. Terrific's always a fun character in the comics, but like I've never actually really seen him do much in live action or even animation. He stole the show in this one. Like he was
Yeah.
great. I loved he had that sarcastic attitude, which just fit perfectly.
Sarcastic and not putting up with any bullshit attitude.
We also had Anthony Kerrigan as Rex Mason or Metamorpho. That was a character I was not expecting when he first got announced, and I liked what they did with him in this. I liked that he had a very deep kind of like character to him.
And he had a child.
He sure did. It was very very interesting the way that they handled that. And then my personal favorite, Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner, Green Lantern. And
middle fingers.
Oh, when they announced Guy, because out of all the Green Lanterns, Guy Gardner is the most divisive one. Like, you either love him or you hate him. Because he is unashamedly an asshole. That is his character. Yeah. He's a dick. Like there is no like he's not supposed to be a good character. He's supposed to be an ass.
Yeah.
And they nailed it. And they also I love that everyone got mad about his bowl cut, even though that was literally like what he looked like in the comics. And apparently Nathan Fillion was like adamant that he had to have it, which was great.
It really went with the character. Like he had some of the funniest moments in this movie.
Well, because he's such a narcissist, kind of like bastard. Like he's a good guy, but he's such a dick. I also love that they actually did shit with the constructs, like unlike the Green Lantern movie, which I don't even think knew it was trying to be a Green Lantern movie at times. Yeah, he was great. I love there's the famous one of the best scenes is when like Lois is talking to the Justice Gang, or as Hawkgirl says, that's not our name. And he just flat out like, oh yeah, Clark Kent is Superman. And Lois is like, that man is too goddamn trusting.
Yeah.
And she also had my favorite line, that haircut is a fucking travesty.
My favorite Guy Gardner scene was when after the big climax fight, and they're walking back, and one of them goes to Metamorpho, and it's like, oh, like he should join us. And Guy Gardner's like, no, like you want this guy to join? Like we're the what was the name of it again?
We're the Justice Gang.
We're
and
the Justice Gang.
He's like, that's a cool name. And he's like, you're in.
You're in.
I also love the fact that when he's saving he's saving the country, that the final like fight kind of revolves around when they're saving that country. I just love his middle finger contracts as he's destroying everything.
It's so fun. Like he embodied the give no fucks kind of character.
Well, that's just been Guy Gardner forever. His entire character. He's an abrasive dick. Because his entire shtick was he was the only reason Hal Jordan got the ring over him is because Hal happened to be closer. And he was just kind of like the designated backup just in case. They've all since become Green Lanterns, but like it's just a funny like coincidence.
Yeah.
Hawkgirl is also there. She's the least developed of the three, but it was cool they had her there.
Yeah. Well, and then I saw a bunch of people on Twitter like putting like a side by side of her and then Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman and being like, this is what James Gunn is doing to female superheroes. And I'm like, listen, I think it's very clear to us all that Gal Gadot is not a good actress. And the only reason that she did moderately okay in those like roles as Wonder Woman was just that like she didn't need to act that much. She just kind of acted like she didn't really do much acting. Let's just go with that. But it's also like they put the side by side of like Hawkgirl like doing like her hawk scream, which I'm just like, that's part of the character.
It's also
like,
but you can't deal with these people online.
I kept seeing it online. I was just like, just go fuck away. Like, go away. Like,
But
she did a
Alex,
great job.
the movie's woke, apparently.
Yeah,
I don't.
I'm sorry because like they have feelings and they want it to be like a good heartfelt ending, and I don't know, a Superman movie with Superman vibes of the Superman character. Like,
Alex,
what do people
so
want?
after I watched it, friend of the show, Chris from a novel console, he jokingly asked, like when I posted that I said it was great, he jokingly asked, was it woke? And my response was, I don't even know what the fuck woke means anymore.
Yeah,
Because what
I
does it
will.
mean? I have no idea anymore.
I just like, I'm like, oh, like woke means we can't have feelings. Like, I don't know. Like,
I don't know.
I
They
thought
change the fucking meaning every other day. It
I I
was a
thought it
good
was dumb.
it was a good movie. That's all that
Yeah,
mattered.
but I
Um
thought all the casting was great. I
oh
don't
yeah.
really think there's any, and
I
even some of the
loved
one-off, like just background characters were really funny too.
The Daily Planet crew was so good. Those are all actual like characters, by the way. Like they none of those were made up.
Mhm.
The guy they got to play Jimmy Olsen fucking nailed it. Especially because I'm still mad that oh yeah, Skylar uh Gizondo, I think is how you say his name. Um oh, he was in Vacation. Interesting.
Oh,
Uh not the old one, the remake.
oh, okay.
Anyways, it doesn't matter. But he was a great Jimmy Olsen, and I loved him here because in the Snyderverse, he gets fucking murdered at the start of Batman versus Superman, and I'm just like, great.
Mm.
No, he was great here. Like his whole like subplot with Lex's girlfriend.
You could really tell that James Gunn definitely took a lot of time to actually understand the story and like find those characters that maybe most people would have skipped over, but he like tried to remember all of them. It seemed like he was very much doing right by the fans of Superman.
He was also, I think he took a look at all of the criticisms of Man of Steel and immediately went, "We're not doing that," because
Mhm.
like famously in Man of Steel, Superman kills Zod at the end of the movie, which was a very controversial moment.
Yeah.
In this movie, they really reaffirmed the whole idea of I don't kill. Like he
Well,
didn't even want to kill the monster; he wanted to preserve it for
Well,
research.
and that was one of the things that was one of the big plot points of the movie. So spoilers is that in the beginning, like when he first goes into his the what's it called, the cave.
When he's in the Fortress of Solitude, he has his message from his Kryptonian parents, but the message was damaged.
Yep.
This
And
is the big twist of the movie. This is the thing that James Gunn fabricated
which I
for
actually
this movie.
thought was interesting, and I thought it was a good
Well, I shouldn't say
change.
fabricated. He came up with for this movie.
Mhm.
An interesting change, one that I'm curious if it's going to stick for the sequels or not.
Mhm.
We'll see. But essentially, when he first goes into the cave, he gets
The
he
robots play this clip of his parents for Tim when he's in pain. It's basically them saying like, "We love you and we sent you to Earth to live a good life," and
and
that's
then
all he has in the
well, because
video.
the rest of it was damaged.
Yes,
Later on, after Lex Luthor invades the cave and like
yeah,
steals all
because
his
he wants to
shit,
find dirt on Superman because like Superman's great, and he's like, "Fuck, I can't find anything bad on him. Let's break into his house." So they break
well,
in and they
also because
steal.
there's a whole subplot about Lex wanting to get Superman out of the way so he can assist in the invasion of this country, so he can steal half of it and make his own Luthor country.
Luthertopia.
Luthor, pretty much. Um, but yeah, they end up stealing the recording and they end up discovering what the actual like the rest of it is. And at first, you think it was fabricated to make Superman look bad, but there's an ongoing thing throughout the movie where they all point out, no, that was real.
Yeah. Which
And
I was not I totally thought it was gonna be fabricated, and I was not expecting that. Well, I wasn't expecting that twist altogether, but I definitely wasn't
because
expecting them to say that, "Oh, yeah, no, it's definitively, like, the parents sent it." The message basically said, basically, "Go around have a bunch of kids and take over the earth. Is
Well, yeah,
basically
yeah.
what the
Basically,
parents.
the second half of like the thing, a big change for the Kryptonians. This is like a because they're usually not portrayed this way in the media. Like they basically make the Kryptonians kind of villainous in this,
Yeah.
where their entire thing with Clark is they're like, oh yes, the women of this planet are very feeble and should be easy for you to reproduce with. And I was just like, what the? I'm like, this is
Yeah.
going weird places. Um,
Yes.
and then they have this whole joke about Superman's harem for a while.
Yes.
And it's really an interesting. It's interesting to me because while it is kind of a character assassination of the Kryptonians, it
Mm.
actually does a great job of developing Clark's character because we really do get this whole. He has this kind of
Battle
crisis in
of
his
like
head
who
where,
he is.
and I think the best moment is when he goes. Well, first when Lois visits him and basically tells him she doesn't buy any of that. Um, but also there's also the scene where he goes home and visits his parent. Well, he gets.
Yeah. Well, it's more so in between there, he ends up turning himself
Oh,
in,
right,
even
yeah.
though he didn't do anything wrong. And then he gets put into a pocket universe. This pocket universe is going to come back many times in the
Yeah, because
movie.
Lex Luthor is psychotic and just makes pocket dimensions.
And that's how Metamorpho comes in too, because Lex basically puts him in a cell with Metamorpho, who then changes his hand into
Kryptonite.
cryptocurrency. He changes it into cryptocurrency. That's kryptonite to the world. Just kidding. Uh, and and that's how he's basically like keeping him down there without him trying to fight back. Because like
Oh
if
yeah, because
he didn't do
that was another plot point of Kryptonite's not really a thing on this Earth. Like it's mostly
yeah.
been like eradicated by this point.
So the only way to get it was through Metamorpho changing into it. Which he is only doing this because they had kidnapped his son.
What I think was crazy though was the fact that like he was like very submissive, and then after he witnessed Lex Luthor brutally murder Superman's like little like friend that he had at the start of
Yeah.
the film.
He just owned like a little sandwich shop or something.
Yeah, he was just a nice man, and then Lex Luthor just this was like one of those things that highlighted how good they got Lex's characterization down. He just brutally murders the guy because he won't out Superman.
Yeah.
And just the shock of that basically gets through to like Metamorpho that yeah, Lex is just gonna kill your kid most likely.
There's no being free at any point, and then he ends up changing sides to help him, and they
That
do eventually.
amazing scene where like he stops the kryptonite. He's like, "You still look like shit," and he's like, "Yeah, because I need sunlight."
And then he makes his own little son, but then all the people are like panicking. They're like, "What the fuck are you doing? I don't want to get in trouble." And all of his ex girlfriends are there too.
Because every time one of his exes gets in trouble, he gets tired of them or they betray him. He just puts them in a jail cell forever. Because Lex is a fucking narcissist psychopath like that.
And while that's happening, like that's when Lois had gone to like the Justice Gang.
Yeah, and her and Mr. Terrific team up.
Yeah,
with
which the Mr. Terrific owning all the people in that fight and like how Lois is just in that bubble is such a good scene.
Oh yeah, I love that scene too. That was a James Gunn moment because of like the thing about his films that he always gets super right is like the music cues and stuff.
You know what that scene reminded me of so much? Guardians of the Galaxy 2 when I'm forgetting his name, but he had the arrow.
Oh, Yondo.
Yeah, with that fight in his area, and it's playing what song is it?
I couldn't tell you. I'd have to rewatch the movie.
It's like Come a Little Closer. I think that's what it is. And he's like going that fight, and the arrow's just going around and killing everyone. And it gave me that vibe of like a perfect scene, the perfect pause points. And every to the music cues. He is very exceptionally talented when it comes to that.
The other thing about this movie too that I really enjoyed was the fact that the comedy was very subtle. It wasn't the thing about modern Marvel movies that annoys the fuck out of me is they're like they're so desperate for like the humor that they just shove jokes down your fucking throat.
It did well like a couple times, and then they're like, "Oh, we got to keep doing this because
Well,
people like it."
I think it's more they're out of ideas now, so all their movies are just jokes left and right, and I'm like, this it's not funny
Yeah.
anymore. It's just annoying now.
Where this one was just like there was comedy elements and they were nicely put in, but it wasn't changing. And it still felt like a heartfelt superhero movie, like a heartfelt Superman superhero movie, which was good.
It didn't feel like an episode of Family Guy. That's like the best way of
Well,
express.
yeah, and especially because like then very like the next scene after they're like rescued, which they also have to rescue super dog, crypto.
Crypto.
They have to rescue crypto in there because he was kidnapped when they broke into Superman's base. But after that, they end up going um
To the Kents,
to the
the Kent
Kents to
farm.
recover, which gives you like such a heartfelt scene between um him and his father.
Yes, which was also a dig at the Man of Steel, because Man of Steel famously, Pa Kent was very poorly written.
Mm.
In this one, like they really nailed down Ma and Pa Kent as
I
being
love the scene of them like when
on
one of
the
their first
phone.
scenes
They
where
don't
they're
know
on
how
the
to
phone
use
and
the
they're like,
phone.
"How does this work?" And they're
They're
trying their best, and oh, it was so precious.
that is such a old person on a phone thing. Like, no offense to anybody
They
who might be
nailed it.
listening. Like that's something that I'm like, I could see people doing that. We got lucky. We have fairly phone savvy parents, so we didn't have to deal with that.
Well,
Um,
it's like the joke of like you see like the Winnie the Pooh meme where it's like the parents like with their phone and they have to put their glasses on and look at it from far away, which is going to be my future. I already know it. I'm going to be that one going like, "Ugh, I can't fucking see." Uh,
I
but
love
yeah,
the scene though
they
with Pa Kent where he's like, yeah, it doesn't matter what your Kryptonian parents said because you're you, and that's
yeah.
what matters.
And I think it was well cuz after the big fight scene where um the climax between the war is happening, but also what ended up happening was because of the pocket universe, uh, Lex Luthor wanted basically made a black hole, which was splitting the city. So Superman kind of felt conflicted because the war was happening and they needed him, but he also needed to help with this. So he ended up having to split his time. But thankfully, the other superheroes were able to take on the war. Well, he was able to help with the pocket universe situation. But after the big climax, which also it was Superman versus Superman, which was pretty funny. Which I didn't know. You knew that was gonna happen, but I didn't
Well,
know that was gonna happen.
I only knew that was going to happen because they said his name was Ultraman, and Ultraman. This isn't the same Ultraman. This was a clone, but in Ultraman in the comics is an evil version of Superman from another dimension.
Yeah,
So I was like,
this
okay,
this
I
one
get
was
it.
a dumb clone.
It
um,
was Bizarro, but not Bizarro. I guess. I'm sure he'll come back as Bizarro in the future, probably.
mm.
But yeah, there was a whole that whole fight was great. I did like how he get launched into the black hole, and then Mr. Terrific was like, "What are you doing down there?" He's like,
There,
"I'm like, I'm taking care of it."
he's like, I'm tired. But after like it was one of the more ending scenes, but they're back in the base and the robots the robots that got fixed after they got broken because when they invaded the base they hurt all of them. They're like, let's play the video of his family because it calms him, but instead of the Kryptonian video, it was of the Kents
Oh
and
yeah,
him,
it
which
was
I
all
thought
shots of
was
him growing up, which was super cute.
which it was a very sweet scene, but it just like it embodied like Superman and him like going, that I am who I am, and these are the people who made me who I am. You know, that
Also,
raised me to be the person I am.
one of my favorite scenes is after the battle's over, they do that whole he reunites with the Daily Planet crew, and there's that great scene where he runs into Lois again, and he's like, Miss Lane, would you like to get that interview now? And they go off into this mall and they have their big climactic kiss like scene, and then it cuts out to Perry and Jimmy, and they're just like, they've been hooking up this whole time.
And he's like, "Yep."
Yep. Which I was a little confused there because that kind of implies they know Clark is Superman, but
Oh,
I don't
what?
know. We'll find out. We'll find out. It
Yeah, we'll
was kind
find
of
out.
vague. It was a little vague, but yeah, I just thought that was a fun scene.
Mm.
Um And then one of the best scenes in the movie is right at the end. We find out that Crypto wasn't actually his dog. He was dog sitting for Kara,
Yeah.
Supergirl, because they had to cameo for the Supergirl movie, which is being made right now. I love the fact that she calls him a bitch. She's like, "See you, bitch. I'm going to go
I love
party."
that she's like a fucking drunk.
Yeah, party
And then it
girl.
explains because Crypto also had terrible behavior the whole time. Like he was, we love Crypto, but he was a bad dog. Like
Yeah.
he was just doing everything like not
Oh,
a bad dog, as in like a
the scene where he mauls Lex, and Clark's like, "Crypto, stop!" Even though
stop.
he really
And then
didn't
he's
want
like,
him to
nah,
stop.
keep going. Yeah. Anytime where Crypto was there, like just being Crypto was such a good scene. But it made all sense because she just enabled the bad behavior. But I also wonder though too, like if like her character is slightly like if she is the way she is based on like the new how the Kryptonians are or something.
That's a bit of a plot hole for me. I think we'll find
Yeah.
out going forward because I was curious to that because because it's always canonically Kara knows more about their family because she did grow up at least somewhat with on Krypton. We'll
Mm,
find out now in the future probably, but I don't know. I'm curious because I know he took a lot of inspiration from a recent Supergirl story called Super. It was Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow
mhm.
by Tom King, I believe. I believe the James Gunn took a lot of inspiration from that story, which is cool.
Hello. Oh my god, it's dark and I didn't realize she was there and then I reached down to grab something and I touched her butt. Her
Lovely.
butt being my cat.
Also,
Casey.
the post credit scenes were cute. We got the one of him and Crypto sitting on the moon, which was nice,
Yes.
and then we got the one of
Mr. Terrific being like, "Fuck you, Superman."
yeah, he's they're looking at it, he's like it's slightly off, and because they're looking at the buildings they got put back together after the black hole the rift shut, and he's like it's slightly off, and he's like, oh, what, you want to move the entire building slightly to the right? Like, fuck you, Superman. He just walks off, and he's
Well, and then Superman's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Now I feel bad." Like,
like it was a very I like too that the after credit scenes didn't even tease anything for the next movies. They were just jokes.
yeah. Which honestly is kind of nice. Like it's kind of refreshing.
Did you remember the scene too, where like the evil president of the country that they were the evil country?
Yep.
They make that joke about how like Superman like threatened him by like flying him around over the city, and he pissed himself.
Yeah.
Um, and then they later kind of recap that with Hawk Girl carrying him, and he's like, oh, Superman wouldn't drop me, and she's like, yeah, well, I'm not Superman. Just lets him go, and I'm just like, she just killed that fucker.
Yeah. Which honestly, Hot Girl, badass.
I hope we get more of her because she was the least developed of the three by
Yeah,
far.
I hope so too. I also want more Mr. Terrific. Honestly, I would
I'm
like
sure.
the super gang to get their own little film because I feel like
Well,
it would be almost the Guardians of
I think that they're setting up for an eventual Justice League movie.
Yeah, I hope so. I
I
hope we don't
did.
get the because I think I watched the Justice League one where like Superman died, right?
Well, he died at the end of Dawn of Justice, and then he comes back in the original cut of Justice League. I've still not watched the Snyder cut, so I don't know how different that is yet. Maybe someday. It's 4 hours long. I don't have time for that right now.
Yeah, that's a
Um,
lot of time.
but
I just remember that being depressing, so I hope we get a more upbeat Justice League.
well, everything about the Snyderverse, other than Wonder Woman and Aquaman, I think was depressing.
Yeah.
Um,
I want the Gun universe. Also, did you see there was this video of a bunch of Japanese cosplayers in Japan? And it was a bunch of Supermans, some Loises, some of the Justice Gang, and then a Tim Gunn, a James Gunn, not a Tim Gunn. That's a different. There was a guy who was cosplaying as James Gunn,
sure.
which was very silly and very
I think
fun.
James Gunn's brother was in this too. He usually cameos in all of these
Was Miss
somewhere.
Dingles in it?
No.
She's right here, Bill. Say hi to Miss Dingles.
Hello, Miss Pooh. Uh, oh yeah, Bradley Cooper was in this.
What? Where
You
was
didn't
he in it?
He was one. He was Jor-El, Superman's Kryptonian father.
Oh, now that you say that, that makes sense. But I didn't
Yeah,
make that connection.
I didn't either. I noticed it after I read it. I was like, oh, right. Oh, apparently Michael Rooker was in it too. I have to relook and find these people because a lot of like James Gunn's regulars, like because there were celebrity cameos in this movie, but a lot of people didn't
See,
notice.
but the thing is like they weren't like in your face.
Oh, I so Sean Gunn was in the movie. He played Maxwell Lord in that very brief. He's the guy that funds the Justice Gang, and he had that very brief scene where like they make the joke about like I think there's one thing that conservatives and liberals can agree on. Lex Luthor is an asshole. Like that line. Like I was like that's a good
Oh,
line.
was he like he was one of the? Oh yeah, I remember now.
Yeah,
I remember that.
he was Maxwell Lord, who if you remember from Wonder Woman 89 was the villain of that movie.
Mm.
So they're going for a different version of that character in this universe, as far as I know.
Also, another cameo in it that was very small, but it wasn't huge. But his name was John Cena.
Was he in there?
Yeah, because he plays
Oh, right. Yeah.
he plays Peacemaker.
Yep, that's right. I
And
completely
his
forgot that.
name was John Cena. Do 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 do.
That's funny. Yeah, I did enjoy that though. Apparently they're because of how successful Superman was, they're apparently fast tracking a Wonder Woman movie now.
Oh, who's gonna play Wonder Woman?
We don't know. We'll find out.
Are they gonna keep my boy
Oh,
Robert as Batman?
it's unclear.
I feel like it would be unfair. He only got one movie. He deserves
well, no, he's
more.
getting there's going to be a sequel to the Batman. It's just unclear whether it's the same universe because it technically was before James Gunn.
We can rewrite it. We can James Gunn. We need the Heron. We need the Heron.
We don't know yet. Apparently, James Gunn is open to the idea. I think it's more.
We need Edward Cullen.
It's apparently more Matt Reeves wants to keep it separate. We'll have to see. Because honestly,
I want him to sparkle.
Sure.
Like the vampire he is.
You know what's funny? Out of all the actors from the Snyderverse, the only one who's coming back is Jason Momoa, but not as Aquaman. He's gonna play I can't remember his name. Fuck. The main man.
The main man.
That's gonna bother me now. Because I straight up can't remember.
It scratched me.
Good.
It's lying on its back. I can't reach its belly, but if I could. Come here.
Oh, Lobo. He's gonna play Lobo. Which is gonna be awesome because that's like such a Jason Momoa character.
I hope Jason Momoa continues to play more roles like Garrett. Just really dumb roles.
I mean, his role in Fast and Furious 10 was pretty stupid, but I kind of loved it too.
Hey, what? Hey, come here. What the hell did you just eat? Sorry, she's causing chaos in here. I might need to shoo her out. Oh, come here. Let me pick you up. Let me pick you up. The Bill wants to see you. Come here.
It's fine. It's not going to happen.
All in all, chased her out. Sorry, I was distracted.
According to Wikipedia, the movie has, as of now, made $314.5 million. That's probably not accurate, but it probably will be.
Well, let me check just in general. Let me see.
It's already made its money back.
Yes.
It's tracking to be very successful. I believe it already made what DC wanted, so that's a good sign. And Warner Brothers wanted. Yeah, I liked it though a lot.
I too. It's giving me some excited future for DC. I feel like DC deserves a little comeback because I feel like Marvel was really just like stamping it into the ground, but I feel like this is its time because Marvel's kind of sucked. So Let's give it to DC.
I will admit the new Fantastic Four looks pretty good so far, but we'll have to wait and see on
Yeah,
that.
I will say that does look pretty good from all the trailers I've seen.
Honestly, I might go see it just because I kind of want to support both, just to make a statement that, like, we can have both.
Yeah.
That being said, though, I really liked it. I am looking forward to what is next. And from what I've heard, everyone seems to have liked it. I haven't really met a person who didn't like it so far.
Minus the guy next to me who fell asleep.
Oh, this is sleep, yeah.
But he may have just been sleepy. So, it was a Friday. It was a late movie. And he wasn't sitting next to his friend.
Well, yeah, because there was not a lot of open seats in that showing.
I'm going to give it that he was just a little tired. Because I didn't fall asleep. I was paying attention the whole time.
It's good when a 2-hour film goes by in like super fast and you're like, damn.
It did go by very quickly. The only thing I will gripe about the movie theaters, they did not give us Maria Menounos until like 5 seconds before the movie
Maria
started.
Menounos yelling at us to watch the trailers.
And I was pretty pissed because she's my favorite part about going to the movies.
Yeah. But anyways, guys, next week we will be talking about our trip to Kineticon. That should always be fun. And until then, once again, guys, thank you for joining us on the Gaming and Collecting Podcast. You can find the Gaming and Collecting Podcast on all your major podcasting platforms, particularly Apple Podcast and Spotify. And be sure to check us out over on the Superpod Network.
Be more entertaining.
Superpodnetwork.com. Awesome site where you can find all sorts of different videos, blogs, podcasts, a whole bunch of awesome creators over there. And until next time, guys, we will see you all later.
I was breathing heavily.